Hey, Sonya, you on your treadmill this evening? I can't believe you didn't get it out of the way this morning. How much longer do you have to go? I just got done. I wanted to start a little bit earlier, but I got busy. So I just got done exercising. I'm cooling down. I had planned on being like maybe 30 minutes earlier. Hey, cool gamer. What's going on, cool gamer? Welcome to the live. 25 more minutes. 25 more minutes. That's good time. That's a good time. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hey, Spiky. What's going on, Spiky? Did you guys celebrate Labor Day today? Labor Day, if you're in the States. Is anybody else, is any other country celebrating Labor Day? Goblin Shark, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Goblin Shark. Hey, Spiky. Yes, everyone coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Labor Day. Please thumbs up the live. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. So what are you guys doing? Are you grilling? Did you grill today? How did you celebrate your Labor Day? Or did you just enjoy the day off? Did you have to work today? You know, a lot of people have to work Labor Day. Some people's jobs are 24/7. 24/7. So, you know, they don't always get off on the holidays. You have some people who work in administration, and a lot of them, most of them, they get all the holidays, all the major holidays, they get them off. Goblin Shark says, don't wear white tomorrow. Hi, Jamie. Jamie Serrano. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the live. I hope you guys have had a happy Labor Day, whether you had to work, whether you had to labor or not. I hope you had a happy Labor Day, whether you celebrate it or not. If your country doesn't celebrate it, guess what? I still hope you guys had a happy Monday. A happy Monday. I hope that your week has gotten off to a great start. Guess what? If things were a little rocky, a little shaky, we're going to brush it off, right? We're going to brush it off, and we're going to start trying to turn it around right now. Right now. No grilling, just enjoy the day. I hear you, Sonya. I hear you. You know, Labor Day is like the unofficial, ending of summer or the year. Summer technically isn't over until later this month, like the 20th or 21st or something like that. So you still got some time. You still got some time if you're one of those people who likes to grill. But if you're like my family, they don't care if it's cold or if it's hot outside. If they want to grill, they're going to grill. Doesn't have to be summertime. It was so funny. Goblin says, "Don't wear white after tomorrow." Do you guys remember? That has been said for so many years that Tide made a commercial about that. Tide laundry detergent had that commercial. I think where the young lady is sitting on a park bench and she has on white pants or something like that, and somebody makes a comment about the white after Labor Day. So yeah, that is funny. But I think some people have gotten away from that. I think some people just wear white whenever they, yes, I says I think the 22nd or 23rd summertime ends. Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. Because y'all, we're 2/3 into the year already. 2/3 into the year. So we got what? September, October, November, and December. And we will be saying Happy New Year again, again, again. Do you have any life advance questions? Weird question, I know. Do you have any life advance? Do you have any, Goblin? Let us know about it. Let us know. Get the conversation started. Yes, it feels so good out here. It feels good. It's not real breezy, but it's not the hottest. We're not in the heat wave right now. We're not in the heat wave right now. So so it feels pretty good. Could be a little bit breezier. We could get a little bit more air flowing. But yes, people are out. You guys hear that? People are having a good time. They're enjoying their day off. So you know how that is. Whenever you have a holiday, especially on Monday, the week flies by. The week flies by. Hey, April Showers, welcome. Welcome into the live. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming in, saying hello to everyone. I appreciate you. So yes, y'all. That was kind of funny when Goblin said no white after today. You know, that's what our parents, well, grandparents and great grandparents used to say. No white after Labor Day. And some people still, they wait until what, spring, or at least until the new year. But a lot of people never stop wearing white. I'm in the States, Goblin. Goblin, you ask a lot of questions. I'm in the States. You need to be dropping us some nuggets. What y'all got going on over there in Germany? You remember that song? What you got going on over there in Germany? I hear Germany is a really, really, really interesting place to visit. But what do you guys have going on in like your news? Bread. Are you making bread? What are you saying about bread? We make your move smooth. Guys, people can make a business out of anything. I just saw this sign that said, we make your move smooth. You know, you can make money in just about everything. But it seems like when you sit down to kind of formulate a plan or to come up with something, if you don't already have like a talent that you're well aware of that you have, it can be kind of hard. And that said, it doesn't mean you don't have a talent. It's just that some people have talent and they're not really even aware of the talent that they have until they sit down and start to brainstorm and kind of figure out. You love making bread in the morning? So what is your job? Are you a baker? Do you work? Where do you work? What type of job do you have? You don't have to say if you don't want to. You could like making bread at home. You don't have to say if you don't want to, but you could like making bread at home. But I'm wondering if you're like if you're a baker, if that's what you do, or if it's just bread. Is bread your specialty? Because there are so many types of bread. You're only 11. Lord have mercy. No wonder you over here. Where your parents at? No wonder you got so many questions. I knew something was going on. But hey, if you got questions at 11, that's good. It's good to have questions at 11. Appropriate questions, but it's good to be inquisitive at the age of 11. You know, youngsters being inquisitive, that's good. That is good. Sonya said, I love Reuben's bread, sourdough. Really, Sonya? I like sourdough bread too. A lot of my friends, they don't like sourdough bread, but they say it's, I don't know, not bitter. One of them said she just doesn't like the taste of it. And it just seems like it's just, what did she say? You know, sometimes a lot of times the sourdough bread has I guess whatever that stuff is that's on top. What is that on the top of it? She's like, she doesn't care for that. I don't really pay that any attention. I mean, I just eat it. Goblin says he's been caught or she's been caught. You've been caught. But I like sourdough bread. I do. Goblin on here, Goblin, 11 years old and giving us the conversation. She gave us a topic. I believe Goblin is trolling though. He says Goblin is a young man. Well, as long as you don't troll bad, Goblin, you good over here. Because you can be funny and kids give us a lot of things to talk about. Kids give us a lot. They can give us a lot. Look at him laughing. Sonya, do you remember we had that troll in here? And I tried to let him hang in there. I tried to keep him around. I can't remember his name. Gnome. I think his name was Gnome. Gnome will come to my live. You're very bored. Get outside. Get outside, Goblin. Well, I don't know what time is it there? What time is it in Germany? Get outside and have some fun. You can at least play video games. I'm not really encouraging video games, but but hey, if you're bored and if it's not a good time to get outside, you can at least do video games. Right, Sonya. I know. I let them hang around until they do something. Because sometimes they aren't kids, and they're just trolling us. And sometimes they are kids. So if they are kids, I'm like, okay. Unless we start to talk about something too adult like, they can hang around for a minute. He said he's bored. He said he's very bored. 8:13 a.m. Goblin says it's 8:13. I think he means a.m. I don't know if Germany is a country that, you know, most of us in the States, we don't use like military time. So I don't know if they use military time. So it's, it doesn't start over at 12. Just keeps going. PM. No, Goblin, it's not 8:13 p.m. in Germany, is it? I don't think that's right. Goblin, you trolling, Goblin. I wish somebody could check, but I don't think it's 8:13 p.m. in Germany. Nope, because it's 8:24 in the States, Eastern time. We got to get them, son. Goblin, you were doing good. You were doing good until you lied to us. You already said you 11 years old. We gotta be careful about what we talk about in here, which you could be an adult for real. But we were gonna let you hang out. So again, it's a new week, new day, new week, new Monday, new beginnings. Happy Labor Day. I hope you guys have had again a great day. And I hope that you claim a great week for yourselves. Claim that you will have a great week. It's 2:30 a.m. in Germany. I was looking at the wrong. Get him, Sonya. Get him, Sonya. Sonya, can you get him? Let me know. Sonya, check. Sonya, I knew that wasn't right. I've known too many people from Germany. He must have forgot I said earlier in the live that I heard Germany is a really great place to visit, to be. So when I say visit, I don't mean just go and spend a week or two. I mean, I know people in the military who's been there. So, and I know when I talk to them, our times weren't that close. Hey, Arbor, how you doing? Happy Labor Day, last Friday, and chat and mods. Hey, Arbor, happy Labor Day to you. I hope you had a great Labor Day. I hope you've had a restful day. I don't know if you would have worked had it not been Labor Day, but hey, whether you would have worked or not, I hope that you had a great Labor Day. I hope that you've had a great Monday. I want each and every one of you in this chat to claim. You guys know I always tell you we have to claim things. You know, does it mean it's going to happen exactly the way we want it? No, it doesn't. Does it mean we have to be, happy go lucky all the time? That would be nice, but we're human in this life. We're not. But what you can do for yourself is try to claim positivity, try to claim happiness, and try to claim good. Try to claim good. Try and claim good for yourselves. Now, that being said, we do have to work for it. We do have to work on it. And sometimes there are other people in our lives who, they may cause us to to have some ups and downs. We're just going to have ups and downs anyway. But, sometimes there are people in our lives who create those ups and downs as well. So what we have to do is find ways to look past that. And depending on who it is and what relationship it is, find a way to hopefully work on those things. If someone has wronged you, you have every right to be upset. You have every right to, distance yourself. But depending on who it is and what they've done, take a break and try your best to get over it. A lot of us, people say forgive and forget. I don't really think, I think that's just what it says. It's a saying, because most of us forgive, but we don't forget. We don't forget. But if we truly have a deep connection and a deep relationship with those people, we learn to move on. So we forgive and move on. We don't necessarily forgive and forget. And if someone tells you that there's no such thing as forgiving if you can't forget, that's wrong. That's wrong. The lessons you learn in life are meant to teach you. They're meant to show you something. They're meant to teach you something. The things that you go through in life, whether there are things that you did yourself or things that people did to you, for you, against you, they will teach you something. And hopefully you won't forget. Sometimes we have scars left from those things, but learn to accept your scars, whether they be mentally and just, ingrained in your mind and your mental and your thought processes, whether they're ingrained there or if they're physical. Learn to accept them as being perfectly you, no matter who caused them. It could be yourself. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves, but do we forget what we do to ourselves? No, we don't. And we don't forget what people do to us. How long is the stream? He's a kid. I checked his YouTube channel. Oh, you gotta go, Goblin. You really are a kid. Well, we're not talking about anything too long. As long as you don't cut up, you good today. You good today. It's not gonna be long. I'm about to get off here in probably like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Arbor says, I'm good. I had to get out the water and get to walking. We are barbecuing at the park. Okay. Arbor, you should stay in that water now. Water is good exercise too. Were you swimming or were you just relaxing? Sonia says, I never forget. Sonia says he should be sleeping. He definitely should. What time is it there? 2 a.m.? 2:30 a.m. in Germany. No wonder you're bored, Goblin. You should be asleep. You should be in bed. If you're 11, you're 11 years old and it's 2:30 in the morning, you should be in bed, young man. Sonia said, you got him, Sonia. I tried to let him hang out a little bit. Arbor says, I'm good. I had to get out of. Oh, okay, I saw that. Arbor, get back in that water. Get back in that water, girl. That water feels good. That water is everything. That water feels so good. But hey, if it's almost time to eat, if it's almost time to eat, I understand because, like I said earlier, for a lot of people, Labor Day is it's the last official holiday of summer. Unless you have a birthday or something like that. And for those of us in the United States, it's like the unofficial ending of summer, beginning of fall. Though it doesn't truly begin technically until towards the end of the month. Oh, I was on a raft, so I was relaxing, not working out. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're relaxing, girl, relax until that food is done. Relax until you can enjoy that food. Yeah, he wasn't. Goblin wasn't too bad, but and I might unblock him later, but I don't think that I'll be walking at a time that Goblin should be awake. Even if I walk, even if I walk like at what he's 12 hours basically, kind of like 13 hours ahead of us. So, well, I think 12. He's like 12. So if I walk at like 8 a.m., I think it'll be 9 p.m. his time. So he still should be in bed. He still should be asleep. Or he should not like now, but he should be winding down. I know a lot of kids don't sleep early like back in the day or like, you would like for them to. I know a lot of kids, they're up late, whether they're up late doing homework. Sometimes, I don't know, I guess it just depends on your area. But some people say these schools like pound on homework. Like they really give a lot of kids a lot of homework. So a lot of kids don't really get home unless they don't play a sport. If they play a sport or something, they sometimes don't get home till like 7 o'clock. So if they don't play a sport, they may get home like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And sometimes they're still up at 7 because you want to give them a break when they get out of school, right? You want to let them relax. They've been working all day or they've been exposed to learning all day. So you may not get them started on homework till like 5 o'clock, maybe. And if you're busy and running around, it may be a little later. And sometimes it's 8 o'clock and some kids are still up doing homework. I remember my girls, they would be up sometimes till 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 doing homework. Especially if you're a single parent and you're working and you have someone you trust to help them with homework. But as a parent, you're still going to go over that homework. And if you see something that's not quite right, you're going to ask them about it. And it's like you're in a catch-22. You don't want to wait until in the morning when they're up getting ready for school. They've already got to get ready for school and get into the books. And then you don't want to have them up too late. But that's how it is. Hey, Joshua. Joshua says, hi, brilliant. After 3:30, Sonia. Goblin says, I know, right? I thought Sonia got Goblin. I was going to unblock him and she got him. He says, wait, I'm back. Joshua says, my birthday was past on Friday. Your birthday was this past Friday, Joshua? Why didn't you have a birthday live? I didn't know that. Goblin, did you make another channel? Sonya, did you get Goblin? Or did you get him and he made another channel? Or did you think you got him? Your sister's birthday was yesterday, Goblin? If you thought you got him and you didn't, he's cool, he okay. Rhea says I have to make mine lay down by 10 p.m. lights out or else they're up all night and we gotta leave my 6:30 to get them. Okay, I got you. Gotta leave by 6:30. Yeah, it's almost like military. School is almost like military. Once you've gotten out of basic training and everything, then no, you're an adult. You can do what you want to do. But if you stay out late and you can't be at PT in the morning at 5:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, if you miss it if you want to, it's a strict regimen. So for school, if you don't go to bed maybe like 10, especially if you have to get up like 6. You need to be in bed at least 10 or 11. Try to at least get 7. They want kids to get 8 or more hours of sleep, but at least try to get like 7. Because if not, they're going to be sleepy. They're going to be sleepy. That song said, I thought I got him. Okay. Joshua, I don't know. Happy late birthday. Do you have a PayPal, Joshua? Please don't do it. Joshua. Joshua said, please don't do it. Goblin said, please don't do it. Joshua says, because my old phone was okay. You had a new phone on Sunday. Okay. Joshua says, no, he has Cash App. It's a holiday. That's true. That's true. It's a holiday. Well, it's a holiday. Germany celebrates Labor Day. Goblin. Goblin, if you fibbing one more time, I'm going to get you out of here. So does Germany celebrate Labor Day? You know what? I'm not going to get you out just yet. Because even if they don't celebrate Labor Day, maybe you said you were bored. So maybe you're just having conversation. Aubrey says, True Lines Pride, my mom used to have to be at PT at 4:30 each morning. 28 years she put in. See, I'm telling you, you have to be there at 4:30. And I think most of the people I knew, they had to be there. I knew it was like 5, 4:30 or 5. I knew like 5. Maybe it depended on where they were, but most of them had to be there at 5. And I knew some of my friends when we were young, they were like, they always made sure they shower at night because it's like, it's no way to get in the shower, even though the shower kind of wakes you up. You got to get in the shower and get to PT. If you're on base that first 4 years or so, yeah. But then when they kind of try to get you off base and put you into an apartment, it's like, you got to get through traffic. It's just you're going to work. So the best thing to do is just shower at night and just jump up, put your clothes on. You got to make sure those clothes are just right, and then you got to hit it. You got to hit it. So yeah, so school is a lot like military. If you don't get in bed by a certain time, you will at least in military, you're an adult. So you just got to deal with it. But in school, the worst that can happen is you'll fall asleep and they'll report to your parents that you're, tired and sleepy. What's going on? Can you not get to bed a little bit earlier? And then you have some kids who they get to bed at a decent time, but they're just sleepy, especially like the kindergarten, first, second grade, especially kindergarten and first, and even preschool, because in preschool, they try and keep them up. They may allow them a nap in preschool. And I think most places still allow a nap in kindergarten, but first grade, you got to get out of that nap stage. So if you're not getting enough sleep and you're falling asleep in the first and second grade, they're going to be like, okay, mom, okay, dad, can they get in just a little bit earlier so that they can stay awake? Because the teachers, one of my daughters was like that. My daughter, she would get so sleepy because before she started school with the rest of the kids, she was so used to being up late with me. And that was my bad. She was the youngest. And we would stay up all night partying. And then too, when we had those days, which a lot of times, it was quite a few days where the homework was kind of heavy, kids get tired because teachers and parents teach differently. And so it's so much stress on kids. And I really didn't think about that until after the fact, until my, kids really got older in school. It's so much stress on them to try to learn things from the teacher's perspective. And then when your parents are at home with you, because if my children knew exactly how to do something, I still wanted them to show me. And if I felt like it may have been correct, but done the wrong way, then I was saying something to them. And then you think about it, that can be stressful because if the teacher says to do it this way, and that's why they've done it, you kind of have to let that stand. But at the same time, if you know that it doesn't seem quite the right way, as a parent, you're going to say something. You're going to say something. And so that's when you have to have conversations with the teachers, because sometimes, they just want things done a certain way. And I do remember being in school. It's just like if you do a math problem, if you do it the wrong way, but you get the wrong way, but you get the right answer, most of the times they're not going to give you full credit. And some teachers won't give you any credit because they want you to learn it and to do it the way that they've been taught to teach it to you. Because believe it or not, teachers go to, they go to trainings, they go to classes and stuff, and they have the curriculum that they have is designed for them to teach a particular way. Um, Goblin says he used to live in Mississippi. Goblin, you trolling. Aubrey says, okay, Joshua, I'll figure out, I guess how to bless you. I had an issue with my Cash App, so I'm not okay using it till it's fixed. Okay, I don't have a PayPal. Brilliant. Joshua says, Aubrey, your Cash App is messed up. You try fix it again? I guess he said you try to fix it again. She's still here. Goblin. I'm gonna see how that works for Goblin. Because it ain't no way, Goblin. It ain't no way. We're gonna see how that works for you. I'll go into the studio and I might readjust it later. But you're probably done. Especially now. Goblin is something else. Joshua says, Goblin, chill out, laugh out loud. Joshua, he said he was 11 years old. So I was gonna, 11-year-olds tell lies. So I was gonna let him roll with it. Then he told another lie and said he lived in Mississippi, which for an 11-year-old to say he lives in Germany and he used to live in Mississippi, that's a lie. That could be possible because he could be, a military kid. We just got done talking about the military. But I think Goblin is lying. Sonya says he's irritating. Goblin, chill out. Joshua and Lodge Pride once Cash Out. Folks fix and protect my account. I will send blessings. I still owe Lodge Pride her birthday blessing. I haven't forgot. You good. You good. Brilliant. Joshua. Sonya says Joshua, I know right, he is irritating. Yes, he was definitely talking nonsense. Brilliant says both of her parents were military. Yes. Military, I guess this depends on the person and their point of view and their perspective on matters. But I hear a lot of people say the military is not the place to be. Well, my thing is, you decided to go. And at the very least, I feel like it can teach you some discipline. It can teach you discipline. And when you get out, you tend to have a good chance of finding a good, decent job. Especially if you get out correctly, you get out with an honorable discharge. So maybe the military isn't for you, but it can, help you develop, it can help you develop as a person. It can help you develop as a young man or a young woman. And it shows commitment. It shows that you can be committed. Joshua says, right, brilliant. Okay, your mom did 28 years, but your dad only did 8 years. Did your dad just not jig with it, brilliant, or was that his initial plan anyway? Cause sounds like he did a tour and he re-upped maybe once. Yeah, he was so funny, and I'm like, I hate to do it, but we're not a kids channel anyway. So, and I don't know how they, I know you can set your channel for 18 or whatever, but people can still watch. If I'm not mistaken, they can still watch no matter what age. I think I'm right on that. And then even when you set it for a certain age, they can go in and use their sister or their brother's channel, their parents' channel. So yes, so some people aren't good with the military, whether they're ex-military or not. They go in and they say, well, it wasn't for me, and they learn some things while they were there. But again, you gave it a shot. So at some point you had a decent perspective, or maybe you just felt like there was nothing else for you to do. I have heard people say, they couldn't find a job, they were young, nothing to do. And, so for the sheer fact that it taught them discipline, it helped. And that might be the only, for people who didn't like it, that may be the only, positive thing that they can say about it. Um, but you know what? Some people it didn't teach discipline, especially if they got out early. It didn't teach them discipline because, that's probably one of the reasons they got out. They couldn't take the discipline. They couldn't take the discipline. They wanted to do what they wanted to do, when they wanted to do it, how they wanted to do it. And you're not going to do that all the time in the military. You're going to have to put in some time before you get to that point. Sonia says, I don't think so. I think it's a great idea to join the military. Yeah, see, a lot of people say, you know, they say they learn all this different stuff. I'm like, okay, so who gave you all those top secrets that you learned and that turned you angrily against the military? So did they let you be exposed to all the top secrets, right? Somebody sneaked and leaked that to you. Because otherwise, especially when you first go in privates and stuff, like what, E1 up to like maybe E4, E5, they ain't exposing y'all to none of the top secret stuff. But then but most people, for the most part, I'll say 90% of the people who I know that went military, um, they liked it, they enjoyed it, and again, it taught them discipline at a time where they had none or they had little. Like they had some, you know, their upbringing, they were respectful and things like that. But just like, say, before they went into the military, they probably were late for work all the time, didn't really want to work. But it's like that, y'all. When you have to do something, it's like when you're forced to do something. Then, oh yeah, he making troll accounts. Let me see. It's probably somebody I know. Y'all know how people are. Adults are childish, so we can't even say goblins are kids because it's probably an adult. Your mom loved it, but her path was different. Okay, yeah. Now that too. That plays a part too. It depends on what your job is, in the military. You guys know you take those tests and things like that, and they tell you, according to this particular score, you will be best suited in this particular job or that particular job. And sometimes people are like, no, that's not the job I want to do though. So it can be bad in that sense, whereas it puts you doing a job that you really don't want to do. So some people hang in there and they stick it out until they're able to, get into what they want to do. And some people, they're like, nah, that's not what I want to do. I think you can block him, Sonya. When I moderate, I block. Yeah, I block people. But I think I banned him, so he's just making other accounts. Yeah, he's making other accounts. I don't know why. Maybe it said that because I had already banned him. I don't know. But I'm gonna look on the other device. I'm about to go in there and look. Abria says, I hope no adult is playing like that. Brilliant, girl. You'll be well, I was about to say you'll be surprised, but no, you won't, because you see how people do. Y'all see how people do out here on this world wide web. For some of them, it's the thrill and highlight of their day to give someone a headache. I'm just gonna be honest. For some adults, I'm not talking about like 20s. I'm talking about late 30s, 40s, 50s. It's the highlight of their day to come on here and instead of uplifting somebody, instead of being positive and giving positive vibes and positive affirmations, and educational resources, or like I always say, instead of dropping good nuggets, they'd rather come on here and give somebody a headache. Joshua, I know Joshua. I got him up out of there, Joshua. He'll probably come back again. See, when it takes him a minute to come back, I know he's creating another channel. But see, when YouTube sees him continue to create all those channels, then they're gonna end up probably they're gonna unless he uses a different device or something, they're gonna end up giving him a break themselves. Some people just do themselves wrong. Some people do themselves wrong. So yeah, I really can see it being an adult, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Y'all, I hit the mute button and didn't even know it. But yeah, I think I was trying to fumble around with the phone and figure out um what to do. Oh, I know what too. I was trying to get my other device so I can go in there and just do it from there. Because there are so many things that are kind of funny when you do it from StreamYard as opposed to when you do it um if you're just in the YouTube chat. So I'm gonna look at that and I'm gonna look and see what the difference is when I click on these names. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. Y'all, I was looking for my other phone. I cannot find it. Do y'all get like that? Like you can't find your devices. That's like the most nerve wracking. And I just had it. I just had it. Meanwhile, other people in my house are running around because some kind of flying thing flew into the house. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is hilarious. I don't know what flew in when I opened the door, but something flew in and everybody in the house went crazy. Everybody in the house went crazy. Let's see. Joshua said, hit that thumbs up. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, y'all, if you don't mind. Brian says, now you are definitely right about deadlines pride. Yes, brilliant. Yes, I knew we were talking about how people do on here. Yes. Joshua says, I need mine new. You need another phone, Joshua? Hopefully for Christmas. Yes. So hopefully Joshua will get another phone. Joshua, so what are you on now? Are you on a computer? And what happened, Joshua? Did you drop it or did it get wet or something? What happened with your phone? I know you said it died, but I just thought you meant like the battery died and you didn't really have time to, do a celebration for your birthday. Let me turn this music down some. So yeah, guys, it's almost. Have you guys? I think I asked this like maybe a few weeks ago. Have you guys started thinking about, for those of you who celebrate the holidays, have you started thinking about, or do you already have plans? Do you know what you're going to do for Thanksgiving? Do you know what you're going to do for Christmas, New Year's, and all of that stuff? Are you traveling? Hopefully traveling will be good. Hopefully the airlines will be good. So are you traveling? Are you staying home? Do you get a lot of time off from work? I know sometimes people work at places that close down, they shut down for the holidays. So do you guys, Oh, y'all know Sonya's retired. So Sonya's already telling us, look, Sonya, that still doesn't mean you don't have plans. So let us know what your plans are, Sonya, because we know that Sonya doesn't have to go to work. It's just like today's Labor Day. Every day is Labor Day for Sonya. That is a blessing. Joshua says, no lines pride. It was long time ago. Phone dropped by accident. Okay, still works last week, Monday it died. Okay, I got you. I got you. So y'all, what's been going on in Hawaii? I haven't watched the news lately. You know the fires were over there. So how is it going over there in Hawaii? I know there were so many people missing. Easy bees. You look like you were in here earlier. Were you in here earlier? Hmm. Were you in here with are you what was his name, y'all? I forgot his name. Goblin. Easy bees. Are you Goblin? No. Are you his friend? You don't have any plans for the holidays, Sonya? Easy bees. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat. What are your plans for the holidays? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays? Do you celebrate New Year's holiday? What are your plans for the holiday? Look, this is what I'm gonna do this anyway. Let's see. Joshua's in here. I'm gonna let's see. So he can drop his own link. I like the mods that I have. So if I make someone a mod, it'll be temporary. It'll be so that they can drop their link. No clue. No clue what you're doing for the holidays. There's no clue. I want to travel a little bit. I want to be home for one of them. Yeah, I get so tired of my phone. All I was doing was trying to log in and it's telling me to verify. I'm like, geez, Google, all this, you know what? Google does a lot of verifying when you sign in on a different device, which I feel is a good thing. But why is it so hard for them to stop some of the stuff that goes on here? Is what I want to know. Why is it so hard for them when it comes to a lot of the things that that we don't want to see? Why is that so hard for them to control those things? But the devices that I use them all the time, y'all. I use them all the time. Brilliant says, Easy Bees, how was your Labor Day? What Sonya says, Goblin. Yeah, that was his name. Oh, Goblin, who was in Germany and used to live in Mississippi at the ripe old age of 11. Bria says, weight loss pride on me. I thought the same thing. So whatever you guys do, be sure to enjoy yourselves. Like truly enjoy yourselves. Take a break from social media because we have to do that sometimes. Because we have to do that sometimes. We have to regroup, refocus and recommit. We have to regroup, refocus, and recommit. Y'all, that R-E, that's a powerful prefix. It's kind of like a prefix to me, even though it's technically, I guess it's technically not a prefix, but there's so many words. You can go from refocus, readjust, recommit, reprimand, still R-E. There's a lot. Sometimes we have to reprimand ourselves. So if you've been doing something and it's not good, try to stop it. Doesn't matter if it's just a habit. Just a habit that you have. If it's just a habit that you have, if it's someone that you crossed the wrong way. Like I said earlier, it's easier to forgive than it is to forget. And some people say you truly don't forgive if you don't forget, but that's not. I think that's just what it is. It's a saying. You can forgive people without forgetting. It's just like history. If you forget it, it's doomed to repeat itself. So if you forget the things that people do, they're probably, not maybe the exact same thing, but the same type of treatment will happen again. People change, but we all backslide sometimes. We all slip and trip sometimes. So you just got to get up. It's a testament to your character to just get up. Whether you're the perpetrator, whether you're the bad guy, or whether you're the good guy. I put a meme up the other day that says that we're all bad in somebody's story. Unless and I'm not going to say a perfect person doesn't exist as far as the way they treat someone. But unless you're perfect, you backslid or you've done something that you probably should have asked for forgiveness for. Whether you did or not, I don't know. But, regroup, recommit to doing better, and just refocus. Refocus. Joshua Joshua says, Green Goblin, I am a villain of Spider-Man. It's too funny. It's too funny. Uh, okay, Joshua, you can drop yourself, Joshua. Aubrey, I was about to say, look, I got confused. I was about to say Aubrey. I was about to pronounce the whole thing, and I know I've just been calling you brilliant. I caught myself. Like, you've been putting out good content on your community walls. You've been sharing people, so that's good. You're starting to. I don't know. Maybe you've always had the subscribers that you've had, but if you keep sharing the stuff that you share on your community walls, and you keep, being positive and focusing on positive things, that subscriber count is going to go up. So I don't know if you intend to be a content creator, but that subscriber count will go up. You'll be just like Sonya. You'll be just like Sonya. You'll be out here with more subscribers than some people who are content creators. You're welcome, Joshua. Joshua, you can put your link in there. I'm going to unmod you at the end because I just kind of want to wait and check things out. I want to look into the mod thing a little bit more because mods can do a lot with your channels. They can. And so I don't have a lot of people in there like that. So I'm good with the mods that I have. Sonya, Jill, Chef Find This Wine, Rock Just Living. I think those are the 4 that I have. So Joshua, I just made Joshua a mod. Like I said, it may just be for today. I don't know. I may think about it and leave you on there, Joshua. But if I don't be offended, Joshua, because I said earlier I was gonna kind of do that sometimes in my live chats so that people can, drop their own stuff in here. Brian says refocusing is very important. So is not being focused on falling, but getting up. Yes, the getting up part. Yep, you have to focus on that. Focus on getting up. So you have to refocus and focus on getting up. It's just like when we were babies. Getting up was like kind of automatic. Even if you sat there and cried for a little bit, your parents said, come on, get up. You got to get up. And even if your parents just kind of watched you to see what you would do, eventually you would try and get up. You would focus on getting up. You would definitely focus on getting up. Brian says, thanks, Lions Pride, and enjoy supporting my strong sisters. That takes a lot, and my kids. Yeah, it does. I cannot start a channel yet, but once my kids get back into school, college, maybe. Yes, you have to do it on your own time. Just do things the way you want to do them. If you start a channel, fine. If you never start a channel, fine. A lot of times people just subscribe to you. They know that you don't really produce content or have a channel for that, but they still enjoy you and they like you. They like the fact that you visit their channel, that you visit their live chats, and so they subscribe to you. And they just subscribe in the so that if you ever do, then they'll already be subscribed and those notifications will come right on through. But what's it's like, oh, I've been on here for like 56 minutes. Like whenever I'm on here for like 56 minutes, y'all, I'm just kind of like, you might as well just do the hour. Just do the hour. Just do the hour. Whereas thank each and every one of you guys for coming into this live. I appreciate you. You guys help to make this live a success. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people in here, 50 people in here, 500 people in here. It doesn't matter. What matters is having good people, positive people, people who are uplifting, people who come to educate, to inform, to uplift, and to just kind of get away from having a rough day. And if their day wasn't rough, just kind of wind down a little bit. That's why I've been doing all summer. Well, not all summer. I'll say most of the summer, especially the second half of the summer. I've done my cool downs in the evenings. For one, it's cooler. It feels much better in the evenings. And for two, it can, for those who do decide to move around, if they don't do it early in the mornings, doing it late in the evenings is a good time to kind of unwind and relax and to just kind of get your thoughts together. So hopefully some of you guys have done that. Again, if you don't do it during the evening, hopefully you do it in the mornings. I'm going to probably go back into mostly mornings, depending on my schedule and depending on, what the weather is like, because you can always do it inside. Like I always tell people, you can walk around. I just want you guys to move around, get your synovial fluid moving in your joints. As we get older, our body produces less, but if you exercise, if you move and stretch, it can continue to produce a good amount. So, you won't hear all that popping and all that kind of stuff when you squat down or when you move your arm a certain way, when you're putting your clothes over your head, you hear that elbow pop, that shoulder pop. We're just trying to do things to keep us healthy and fit. And as always, nothing in this video is meant to be professional advice. I advise anyone, whatever you come across in this video or on any of my shorts, always consult your healthcare provider. I don't know any doctor, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant who won't tell you to move at least 30 minutes, 5 days per week. 7 days is fine. You can do cardio every day. But, depending on your history, your health history, what you have going on, always consult your doctors. Always consult your healthcare provider, because again, walking is probably the best thing for anybody. For those who don't like to exercise, walking can just at least get you moving. And that's my whole goal and focus is. That's why I come on here during my dessert, which is my cool down, is to just get some people moving. Even if they don't move with me on this particular live, hopefully it'll plant a seed, and maybe they'll continue to think about it if I say it every day that I walk. Use your treadmill, use your elliptical. We're going to probably get back on the elliptical. You guys know that's my best friend. I always claim my elliptical as my best friend. You can talk to it. It won't lie to you. Look at those numbers. They won't lie to you unless your battery's bad. Unless your battery's bad. Joshua says, thank you, Sonia. Always. Brilliant says, thanks, Nice Pride, and enjoy supporting. I think I read that. Yes, Sonia. Good night, guys. I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. You know what I say. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever there's chaos and negativity, you fail to prosper. I want you guys all to prosper. I know you want to prosper. You want your families to prosper. Don't come onto this app and leave with more stress than you came on with. Don't let bothered people bother you. That's what I come over here to do. Just drop small little nuggets like that. And just to kind of say them to you every day so that when things come up, because I have to say them to myself, when people try to motivate and encourage other people, don't think that they think that they're above you guys, and don't think that they think everything is just right. I promise you, for those of us who do that, we're trying to encourage ourselves as well. We really, really are. We're trying to encourage ourselves as well. We're trying to encourage those who love us and those that we know in our real lives. And we're also trying to encourage people on here who take the time to come on here and watch these lives or watch the replay. If you're catching the replay, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hold my doorbell down. It's known as the YouTube notification bell. So you'll be notified the next time I do a Let's Walk and Talk live. That's what I do. I exercise. I do my warm up, which is my appetizer. I do my exercise, my entree, and I come on here and I do my cool down with you guys. So when I go back to mornings, it'll be the same thing, but it'll just be breakfast. I'll think of it as like breakfast. If it's mornings, it'll be breakfast. We'll have breakfast together. It won't be like it's dinner. We'll be having breakfast together. And breakfast is usually like a one-hit wonder. You don't do the appetizer and the meal and the dessert. You just have your good, healthy, hearty breakfast. So when we do mornings, we're going to have us a good, healthy, hearty breakfast of moving around, de-stressing, releasing, resolving issues. If you have things going on, never leave those things in the chat. You can always, you guys are creative. Find ways to talk in the chat in case you need some advice, or not necessarily advice, but if you would like to know someone's input on certain situations, we can do that. Brilliant says, never ever a bad day when we leave your lives. Thanks much. Oh, you're welcome, Brilliant. Thanks much for that last pride. Catch you later. Catch you later. Catch you later. At the popping joints. Ooh, WD-40. I know that's right. At the popping joints. Even if they don't bother you, if you hear those joints popping, you better know it's coming. So you need to do everything that you can to ward it off or to keep it at a minimum. The first thing a doctor or a therapist is going to tell you, when you hear that popping, start moving more. Stretch, warm up, and start moving more. Because we're human, we're adults. We're all gonna age. So for those people who think, oh, they're in their 20s, now in their 30s, you're going to age. You're going to age. Everybody does. It seemed like it was just yesterday when it was 2020. And for some people, it seems like 1960 or 70 seemed like it was just maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago. And that was 50, 60 years ago. Time flies. So that's why I always say, when you're at work, I know when you're at work or when you're doing something that's not fun, you're so ready for it to be over. But enjoy the time. Try to make the best of your time, whatever it is, even if it's work. Try and spend as much time with your family and friends, because it flies. It really does flies. The newborn baby that's being born today will be 21 years old. Like that. Bria says, you definitely got me back in an exercise regimen. Much appreciated. You're welcome. You're definitely welcome. And I'm glad that you are. And to anybody, again, who comes across this video, exercise, and always consult with your physician. If you do anything that brings you pain or makes you feel uncomfortable, readjust what you're doing. That may not be the exercise for you, or you may just need to, work up to that, because you do have some people who haven't run, say, since they've been in the military or something, or were in high school, and it's been 10, 15 years, and they haven't run. And all of a sudden, their mate is like, you know what, we need to exercise, so let's do this. Then they jump up and decide to run a marathon and haven't run for the past 10 or 15 years. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to get back into it. You got to stretch. It's just like riding a bike. Yes, you'll always most likely know how to ride that bike. But if you get off that bike and you've been off of it for 15 years, don't be funny if you're a little bit shaky. So if you've not exercised in 10, 15 years, you haven't jogged or you haven't run, don't go out there and try and run a marathon. Just go out there. You can build up to that. So be safe, be healthy. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk. Hopefully that will be tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all.